Good morning. I'm recording this from the hills above San Carlos, where my mother lives in California. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. And in these hills, I often walk and pray and read my Bible, which is what I'm doing here today. And I'm praying about and thinking about what's happening in Asbury, Kentucky, where just in short, young people are encountering God. This is not happening in a church. It's happening in a university chapel where, by the way, 50 years ago or so, something very similar has happened. And for 2 weeks, pretty much nonstop, 24/7, young people have been waiting on the Lord. They've been worshiping, praying, repenting. Something very deep and very profound is happening in the lives of young people, and it's spreading. It's spreading to other campuses. People are coming from all over the United States, Canada, indeed the world, to Asbury to be a part of, to partake in what's happening. It's not led by any big personalities. It's all student-led. It's nothing flashy. It's nothing. It's a deep move of God. And it reminds me of the story from John chapter 3, where Jesus meets the woman at the well. This is a Samaritan woman outside the purview of the blessing of God, ostracized from the Jews. She herself, a woman, has lived with, I think, 5 different men, ostracized from the community. And Jesus meets with this woman and tells her, the water that I give you is a water of life, and you will never thirst again. The water of life that you will never thirst again. And this theme of the water of life is a theme that we find all through the Bible. Psalm 1, the righteous man, the person who walks with the Lord, is like a tree planted by the water. In Ezekiel, we see a picture of the temple of God, and a stream that starts in the altar and works its way out through the eastern gate and out into the eastern desert. And the more distant it is from the temple, the deeper it is, the wider it is. And all along the path of this water is life. The trees are alive, the fish are alive, and the desert becomes alive. The dead waters become alive. The river of water, the river of living water. And this theme, of course, is found in the book of Revelations, the last chapter, where the river of life flows, and the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nation. The tree of life is there, which bears fruit each month, a different fruit, where those who hunger, the Lord gives from this river of living water that they will never thirst again. And that's a picture of the Holy Spirit inside of us, the Holy Spirit moving out through us. And this is what is happening. There's a war today in the world for the hearts and lives of our young people. There's a river of pollution from the enemy that seeks to destroy the hearts and souls and minds of our young people. And there is a river of life coming from God, the Holy Spirit, coming up into our heart, the temple of the Holy Spirit, for life, for health, for healing, for blessing, for grace. My daughter wrote me yesterday, Sunday. She is part of a church in Vancouver, Church Untitled, and she was saying the morning service became a 6-hour worship service. And in the evening, they're meeting again for prayer and worship. One of the unique things about her church is it's a youth church. It's a youth-led church. And Vancouver, probably one of the most ethnically diverse cities on the face of the earth, inside the church are people from all nations, all from north to south, east to west, many, many nations in that church. And I think that's one of the other distinctives of this. The tree of life, the leaves were for the healing of the nations. And we are hearing about great moves of the Holy Spirit amongst youth all over the world. In the Latin world, in the Spanish-speaking world, in the Persian church. We've heard about it in Nepal and in other places, many other places. Healing from the healing of the nations, from the springs of living water flowing out through the young people of today, a counter to the work of the enemy, and the work of God will prevail. Psalm 2. The counsel of those who take their stand against the Lord will be thwarted, and the purposes of God will prevail through these young people, filled, anointed, empowered, released by the Holy Spirit for healing of the nations.